Hello YouTube, I am indeed alive. I guess that's really the only way I could start this video. But yeah, hi everybody. Honestly, I wasn't really planning to do this video right now. It's sort of kind of a spontaneous thing. I've been kind of pushing it off because right now I'm in the middle of finals studying, so the last couple of days I've been cramming. I still got finals this week, or this upcoming week, and the following week, so there's a lot of studying to be done, but I've been putting this off for too long, and frankly, I should have made this video weeks ago, if not months ago. So I decided to do it now. Ironically, I'm like, oh, I should do it now because it's not going to take that much time, even though I've just wasted 3 takes, probably about 45 minutes shooting this video. And I know I said I wouldn't do that in one of my previous videos, but what can you say? I'm guilty. But, first of all, I'd just like to say I apologize to everybody who's been sending me messages recently, and less recently, weeks, months ago, for me not having gotten back to them. I promise I will get back to everybody. It might be tough the next week or two, but once finals are over, I'm definitely going to get back to everybody. It's on me for not getting back to you guys. And I know I've been going through certain things recently, but, even if only one person messaged me, or followed my videos and messaged me, or commented or whatever, I should get back to them no matter what. So that's on me. I really do sincerely apologize. So I promise I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. What else was I going to say? I'm not saying I'm absolutely back. I don't deal in absolutes anymore because, frankly, I think it's kind of silly to make promises, or it's silly to deal in absolutes. Being so absolute in the past has sort of been an issue for me, so I'm kind of shying away from that. But I definitely do intend to make more videos in the future. When that will be, I don't know. But again, I'm kind of tired of living on the same roller coaster ride where it's like, basically me posting all those videos months ago and not posting for the last 3 months. That sort of mirrors my life, this kind of up and down roller coaster. And I want to sort of get away from that. But, so I honestly can't remember the last video I made. I want to guess it was probably middle of summer, late summer. I don't come on YouTube that much. I mean, I used to watch a lot of other people's social anxiety videos, which I probably will be doing again in the near future, but I wasn't really watching the last couple of months. Honestly, the only reason I go onto YouTube is, this is going to sound funny, but I don't know if any of you viewers out there know of the Dragon Ball Z series, Dragon Ball Z, but if you do, even if you don't, I mean, it helps to have to know the main series, but Dragon Ball Z Abridged is hilarious. You should watch it. Like, right now, pause this video, go watch it, because it's amazing. And I feel weird, because it's almost like, what am I, like a fanboy, or like, are they paying me to do this advertisement? But, no, honestly, it's one of the few things in my life that, honestly, like, really brings me enjoyment. The creators of the show, Team 4-Star, they do, like, a fantastic job with the voice acting. Their dialogue is hilarious, and, honestly, in many ways, it's vastly superior to the original series. They do excellent work, and, they haven't actually posted their last video. It's been 2.5 months since they posted the last video, because they do it for nonprofit. They've got actual lives to contend with. But it's like, I've kind of had OCD recently where it's like every day I'm checking, to see if that video's out. I'm like, where is it? I want to see it, because it's really that good. But, like, other than that, I really haven't gone on YouTube that much. So I don't know when my last video is, but I just want to also apologize. The quality's probably kind of shitty, because sun's going down, and I don't know why, but I think my phone's falling apart, so I think the camera got messed up. Or maybe I'm just imagining things, but I do apologize for that. I'll kind of work on that in the future. But anyway, I guess I'll just go into a quick little rundown of what's been going on with me recently. I'm sure some of you may be curious, maybe not, maybe none of you care, but I'm saying it anyway, this is my video. It's funny because I was thinking, like, I forget, yesterday or the day before, like, if someone asked me, if I hadn't seen a friend from high school since then, and all of a sudden I bump into them on the street, and they're like, oh, Peter, what's going on? How's it going? What have you been up to? What's been going on since high school? What's going on in your life? And I honestly don't even know how I would answer that question. I feel like I don't have an answer to that question. And you know, in many ways, and I've probably expressed this feeling before, but I feel like I haven't changed at all, really, since high school. You know, I haven't changed as a person. I've gone backwards or stayed the same, and it's kind of like, it's almost both scary and surreal to think, like, 4 years have gone by, and it's like, what have you been up to? And it's like, I have no idea. So in that same sense, if you ask me, what have I done the last couple months since I made my last video? I mean, I'm not doing much in my life anyway. I've never done much in my life anyway, so there's that. But yeah, I really don't have that much to say. I mean, I'm still going to school, not working. Obviously, I'm going to school and taking finals. Not doing as well this semester as I did last semester. I'm not, though not as nearly as bad as I did semesters ago when I failed and bad things happened. Last semester I got a 3.4, which normally is very good, but one of the things I am, and I don't know how it's possible, but I'm very book smart, even though I have all this brain fog and I can't work at a CVS. But I'm book smart, and so to me a 3.4, I got lucky in my finals. I was able to crush my finals. I boosted a lot of my grades, but even that 3.4, this still wasn't I wasn't able to get things going, and that sort of carried on into this semester with more difficult classes. I'm not failing anything, but again, some classes are on the borderline. Some are high C's, B minus B's, whatever with that. I'm sure none of you guys really care about my school. It's not why I post these videos. But in terms of the sleep apnea and the social anxiety, really not much has changed. The same issues I'm dealing with, the brain fog, feeling bad about myself, depression, blah, blah, blah. I've been using the same sleep mask now it's been 5 or 6 months, and I really haven't seen any improvement. My sleep still sucks. Seems like the earlier I go to bed, the more consistent my sleep schedule, the less I'm able to sleep. It's weird. But social anxiety honestly hasn't been as bad, and in some respects the brain fog too, just because I haven't really been doing as much. I saw my friends around Thanksgiving recently, but I hadn't seen them before that since late August, early September, so it had been, 2.5 months since I've seen them, so, and I really don't associate with that many people at school, so it's sort of been, keeping to myself, so I haven't really, dealt with too much social anxiety yet. And, part of that is also because, and I think I've expressed this, in one of my prior videos, but I kind of, between the middle of September, end of October, I kind of went one of those really down phases where I gave up on life. Didn't care about things, was just fed up with everything, really frustrated, anger, all that bad stuff. And I missed classes, I didn't care about anything. It's part of the reason why I stopped posting videos. I just went into one of those deep, dark phases. So that happened for about a month and a half. And so again, in some sense, I didn't have to deal with the brain fog and social anxiety as much as I normally would have to, but that's only because I was in that phase, which was bad enough in and of itself. But the one thing I would like to mention, though, and I definitely will touch upon this a lot more in a future video. Hopefully I have enough light to finish this. I don't want to make it too long, but over the last couple weeks, I've been sort of in a better place. And to basically sum up why I'm in a better place, why things are a little bit better for me right now, I've sort of had a philosophical change, or at least I've changed my perspective on things. Now, let me be clear. It's not like I'm calling this an epiphany where I've come to some realization that all of a sudden, now maybe my brain fog or social anxiety are not as bad as I thought they were, or that they don't exist. None of that is true. None of that is true. But, and it's kind of hard to sum this up. I definitely will talk about this more in my next video. But the best way I can explain it is that I've sort of realized that I need to sort of restructure my internal network, restructure my emotional network, my thought processes. I need to restructure and reorganize that to be ready for if and when I'm able to get over these issues, the social anxiety and the brain fog, if and when I'm able to break free from those shackles, so to speak. I need to be ready by being a different person. And what I mean by that is look, our issues are real, they're significant, they're bad, they make us do things that we would not normally otherwise do. That much is obvious. And for me, what I realize is that you do develop bad habits, regardless of whether they're your fault or not. Now, sometimes we may realize it and not care. Sometimes we may realize it and think it's not a big deal. And sometimes we may not realize it at all, until circumstances change. And for me, I just really realized that the person I was now, the way I think about things, the way I approach things, my thoughts and desires, basically, those cannot coexist with the new me. Do I know if I can get to the new me? Become the new me? I don't know. I mean, if I had the answer to that, that would be the million-dollar question. I would, not be here making this video right now. Actually, I probably would, but... Anyway, and that's what I realized. And, again, it hasn't been a big epiphany. Honestly, a lot of the things I'm doing are just small things. I've been going to bed at a consistent time for, the last 2 weeks, eating healthy, not being on the computer, not watching porn, not playing video games, things like that. And it's not so much as me getting rid of these things, casting them out of my life. I mean, I'm still going to jack off to porn when, I want to. I'm not going to, sit here and not admit, or be like, oh, I'm, holy, or I'm as holy as a saint now. I can't, porn is horrible. It's not that. It doesn't mean I'm not going to go out with my friends and party or stay up late and do things like that. The big difference now, and again, I'll sort of end this idea with this, is that, before it was always I had to do certain things to get better. I had to sleep earlier, had to eat right to beat the brain fog, had to go do certain things to fight my issues. But I didn't really care in a sense, or those things weren't really important. It was just sort of I had to do them, had to do this to get that. And what I realized now is, that was part of the reason why I couldn't do things in the past, because it was so tied into, how I was feeling on any given day, or, if I thought there was hope or not. It was too directly tied into those other issues. And for me now, what I realize is that, if and when I beat these issues, I need to be a different person on the inside. And the best example I can give of this is that, in the past, whenever I used to see my friends, if I spent yesterday, Saturday, seeing my friends all day, whatever, Sunday, I would want to come and just, be on the computer, sort of be by myself. I could, never see my friends 2 or 3 days in a row. It's almost like I needed to exert that control. That was too much for me. And what I realized was the issue was, I wanted to sort of, be alone that second day. And for me to even have that thought, that desire, that goal or that wanting, that cannot coexist with the new me. If I really want to get to be more of an outgoing person, not dealing with the brain fog, all this stuff, that the old me cannot coexist with the new me. And again, it's just a matter of bad habits that I need to sort of cast aside, or I just need to think about things differently and organically. I think that's the biggest word I should be sort of keying on here, is organically. It's not so much okay, I'm going to sleep every day at 12 o'clock, and once I beat sleep apnea, I'm just going to screw my sleep schedule over. It's I want to organically change where it's I don't feel the need to stay up till 3 or 4 o'clock because I'm depressed or because I'm angry with the world. I just I go to bed every 12 o'clock, 12:30, every day for a month or 2 months, and all of a sudden, after 2 or 3 months, I almost want to do that. It's organic. It's when you beat an addiction, or you're trying to get over an addiction. If you're a smoker, you smoke every day, all of a sudden you don't smoke 2 or 3 months, you get over it. You change. It's not 4 or 5 months out, you're saying to yourself, okay, don't have the cigarette, don't have that cigarette, don't have the cigarette. You're already far enough out, or experienced enough organic change where it's more you don't even want the cigarette anymore. It's not even a big deal to you anymore. And I think that's sort of helped me get into a better emotional state recently. But, the thing I want to stress is, I know this is only half the battle. This does not beat my issues. It can put me in a better position to beat them. It can put me in a better position when I've beaten them. It's not the answer I seek. This is half the battle. I can take care of this half the battle. The other half of the battle is the brain fog, the sleep apnea, and the social anxiety. And again, I'll go into more details about some of the different thoughts, I'm really not one for one-liners, but I kind of developed all these one-liners in my head that really, it sort of, again, puts my mind in a better place than I was, say, even like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, like one of them is like, oh, like time is my ally, and it's just like a simple like, you know, a BS kind of like phrase. Like, what does that really mean? It's not really important, but I mean, honestly, even when I'm having like bad days or things like that, I'm 22. I'm not going to die tomorrow. If it takes me 5 years to beat this, I'm okay with that. If I can beat it in 5 years, and you tell me today you're gonna beat this in 5 years, if you follow this path, I'll do it. I'll be happy. So little things like that. I mean, some of them are BS. I hate, like, it's almost like to me it's almost like too like psychologist, therapist related. Like, oh, follow this, like, you know, little one-liners like that. But oh man, this shirt is really hot. I don't know if you see what I'm wearing. It's like, what is this, cotton? Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. I forgot how I was going to end this video, but I guess I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I guess I'm sorry for being gone. I mean, I'm really hoping, and the part of the reason I want to do this change is because I don't want to have these peaks and valleys anymore. If I'm going to be depressed, keep me depressed. I'll be, you know, depressed for an entire year, but don't put me, you know, into that deep dark phase where I don't post videos and I don't do these certain things. And that wasn't the only reason why I didn't post videos. I honestly, you know, part of the reason I stopped was because I was, you know, frustrated with myself. You know, again, some days I've had the brain fog. The same issues are there. The same issues I talked about in my previous videos are still there. So I'm not going to promise that I'm going to keep making videos forever. I may lose my confidence and see other people's videos and say, not so much I suck, but just like, you know, I'm not good enough, my advice isn't good enough, I'm not really helping people, things like that. That could happen. You know, one of the things I've been always dealing with, you know, I've probably mentioned in other videos, is regret. Always regretting things, and I tell my therapist, you know, I'm going to stop regretting things because, you know, I haven't beaten this yet. When I beat this, and I say, boy, I was stupid for 5 years doing all these stupid things, I'll regret things then. But why regret now if I'm still, like, still sucking, still frustrated, still having these issues? What is the point regretting now? I haven't beaten it. Once I beat it, I can regret 24/7 if I want to. I don't give a crap. But, so yeah, probably be a couple of weeks before I post my next video. Sorry, this one's a little long, but, yeah, I guess I don't know if I have anything else to say. Watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's really good. That's like my ending message here. But yeah, I'm just gonna hopefully post more videos in the future, try to help you guys out. Again, I haven't solved anything yet, so how much I can help, I don't know, but you know I have to keep my own confidence up. If I want to help anybody, I have to sort of help myself before I can help anybody. So hopefully I'm going to be able to keep it together and, you know, be able to, you know, give good advice and good stuff like that. I'm hesitating to end this because I feel like there's something else I wanted to say, but I can't think of it. Now I'm just going to sit like a minute in silence while I think of this. Was there anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, brain fog, not thinking. Right now it's just like, you know, the monkey with the tambourines in my head. It's just like ding, ding, ding. Alright, I guess I'll end it then. Thank you for watching. Again, I appreciate those of you who have been messaging me, leaving me comments. I do appreciate that. And, you know, hopefully this can be the start of, honestly, hopefully this can be the start of me being consistent, of me not going into those, I mean, honestly, you know, I know now that if I feel bad about myself, I can't help anybody else, and I know I have to sort of keep up. So that's my goal with this. If I'm still making videos, you know, if I make one video a month, and I'm still making videos a year from now, I consider that a success, because that means I didn't fall into this dark, deep abyss, and I was able to maybe to spread some advice or wisdom that maybe I wouldn't have otherwise been able to. So, 20-minute video. This is too long. This is too long. You know, I'm going to make it exactly 20 minutes, so I'm going to just wait out this 15 seconds just to make it 20. Yeah. This thing really is hot. I can't take it. Oh, it is snowing now. How nice. Alright, peace, guys.